Let's talk Shedeur.
Yeah, I'm extremely thankful. Well, first let me say this: when Dillon out there playing and all that, I appreciate the fans, I appreciate everybody, but it don't really. I'm a good person overall, so I don't really like him not feeling comfortable, confident, when he get out there. So, it puts everything in a tough spot, and it's not helping the team, So that could be taken as, okay, I'm being a distraction, even though I ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing, but I'm thankful for the supporters, thankful for the fans, thankful for everybody out there, that believes. And, when I got out there, I definitely felt them. And, I'm truly thankful for it. And, yeah, I'm just thankful that I'm out here. I'm thankful for the opportunity, thankful for seeing all them 12 jerseys out there. And it was a great feeling for that. But the feeling of losing, that ain't nothing we're going to get comfortable with, like, on my watch, for sure. Yeah, I'm in.
I love that. He said, on my watch. He said on his watch. We don't care about you haters and you people who don't like Shedeur Sanders. This video is actually going to be dedicated to all the step infections, but mostly all the Mayos and I say so people. We just witnessed one of your leaders during a college football game, star receiver for South Carolina, and your sheriff family member, he wants to fisticuff an actual student player during a live football game. These Mayo racists can't help themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, give me my theme song.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Think it's best I put my...
YouTube family, what's good to all the groups of you guys watching today? We got to talk about it. So what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're talking about something bigger than football right now and deeper than football. You guys are with me still? If you're with me, nod your head and go ahead and smash that like button, hit that notification bell. One thing I'm not going to lie to you is this algorithm doesn't like confident men like me or women like me who are confident and we're prideful and proud of who we are. They seem to like people who are the typical routine court jesters, and I'm not that. You come here for the information. So what's bigger than the box score, bigger than one bad game, and bigger than the highlight clippers on social media? We need to talk about the reaction to Shedeur Sanders finally playing in his first NFL game and why so many people criticizing him clearly do not understand football, they don't follow football, or simply aren't watching the game at all. They're watching race. Let's get into the truth and show you guys what I'm talking about. The loudest voices attacking Shedeur Sanders, listen to me, guys, they don't actually watch football. I've been exposing it about the group of people who wake up and blame the 13% for 90% of the failures that went through their life. They blame us, guys. So it's all hatred. Don't let the game of football make you think it's about X's and O's. This is deeper than football, and it's bigger than football. This is why garbage quarterbacks like Dillon Gabriel can not face any real criticism, have the announcers glaze him, have all these scrubs on Twitter who don't like people who look like Shedeur. They protect Dillon Gabriel and say all this. This is what we're never privy to. We're not given this grace, and it's for only one reason. It's deeply rooted in their blood. Believe me, guys. So let's talk about the truth. The loudest people and voices attacking Shedeur Sanders right now are the same people who never watched a full Cleveland Browns game ever in life, never studied the roster. They didn't even know the offensive scheme before yesterday. And majority of the people who watched the game, guess what? They're not even Baltimore Ravens fans. They actually hate Lamar Jackson. And many of you football aficionados, you know that. They can't stand Lamar Jackson. Remember, they called Lamar Jackson injury prone and said he shouldn't get his contract. He was already in his 5th year and they said he shouldn't get his contract. Minus Joe Burrow, played 3 years, and they said why he should get his contract, even though Joe Burrow versus Lamar Jackson is by far the more injury-prone quarterback. So what would make people tell us that Lamar didn't deserve a contract other than his race and his complexion? They aren't going to bring these things up, but DJ BlessOne will bring it up for every single one of you guys. And I'm going to show you how it is about race, because they're not breaking down coverages or protections. They're not talking about play calling, line adjustments, or preparations, or the lack of first team reps that Shedeur wasn't given by Kevin Stefanski. Because remember, these are the same group of people who said Kevin Stefanski was deserving of those 2 Coaches of the Year awards. But we're not going to get into that because they're trolling a player they already had an opinion about. And here's the part they always skip. Shedeur Sanders was never prepared for this game, not because he lacks talent, because they didn't allow him to practice and work. And before I go into this furthermore, Shedeur is a consummate professional. The fact that he got out of his way to protect Dillon Gabriel from fans that he actually loves. He loves his fans. Shedeur loves us. He loves the facts that guys like me were willing to get the jerseys. I would never, I barely get the Miami Dolphins jersey, but here is me supporting the NFL, not because I like the NFL, because it's Shedeur Sanders. And I didn't wear this jersey today because I said I didn't want Shedeur to get in the game today. But before I go more in depth on this video, to all the people who are mayos and they say so, who are racist, here go the racist people who are attacking Shedeur. They keep exposing themselves, many of them with the fake accounts. This is their stitch. They wake up, they don't make love to their beautiful women because their beautiful women are busy infatuated with us melanated brothers. Their women are tired of the Mayo say-so characters because they wake up with fake accounts just to attack us relentlessly at all costs. It doesn't matter what you do to disprove them. They will move the goalposts because it was never about the game of sports or music or whatever other situations. They can't stand us. Now, I showed you proof because I only utilize receipts. You can't get past BlessOne because I know myself. So you guys don't bring about the real things if you actually watch football. It's not because Shedeur lacked talent, he didn't work hard enough. It's because the coaching staff, Tommy Reeves, Bill Musgrave, and the head honcho himself, Kevin Stefanski, the overrated scrub coach, they literally admitted that they never gave Shedeur Sanders first team reps. I mean, here is Kevin over here admitting it. Kevin literally said, I never gave Shedeur Sanders first team reps. Shedeur has never thrown to any of the first stringers since he got in that organization. But the racists will move the goalposts. They won't bring those things out. Meanwhile, Dillon Gabriel was given everything an NFL team could be given. You would think that it was Dillon Gabriel, the first pick player in the draft, and not Cam Ward of the Tennessee Titans, just based on how many resources they gave Dillon Gabriel. How many pundits on TV made excuses for Dillon Gabriel? How many of you racists continue to move the goalposts and shown that you don't understand football the way you defended a Dillon Gabriel? Because no matter how much you hate Shedeur Sanders, one thing about real football fans, even if they are racist and they don't like Shedeur, they would never force themselves to sound like complete idiots in their defense of Dillon Gabriel or in their attack of Shedeur Sanders. No real football aficionado would ever do that, but here you have it with these chuckling chucks and clowns who come out and about to speak negative against Shedeur Sanders. Show me another rookie in quarterback modern history that's been placed in a situation like Shedeur Sanders. You can't. You can't at all. But the story gets even deeper. Even deeper. The double standard, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Ark Manning is the nepotism baby that we've ever seen before, but you're hearing people today are calling Shedeur Sanders based on getting late in a game that was already played atrocious. Don't let the tie game fool you. Dillon Gabriel didn't score anything. The field goal kicker, you know, the one the team tried to attack when he missed the field goal, that guy saved Cleveland. You know, that overrated defense, they end up scoring more points than the atrocious offense. So let's be real, the double standard that we aren't being given ever. Here's what people forget. The same folks dragging Shedeur today had every excuse in the world for Dillon Gabriel for months. They've never watched Dillon in high school. They've never watched him in college. All of a sudden, they're the biggest Dillon Gabriel supporters. I wonder why. Could it be because of Shedeur hatred? But we're not going to get into that right now. Let's get into this. Dillon struggled. He threw questionable passes. He should be leading the league in interceptions. If you count all the drop interceptions his opponents had, then yes, he's leading the league in interceptions. He had questionable bad passes. He had slow reads, which showing the same mockery they made of Justin Fields when they said Justin Fields couldn't go through his progressions. I think we clearly can all say without a doubt, Dillon Gabriel can't read the field. And people said, give him time. He needs reps. He's adjusting. Even though he had more reps than Joe Flacco, Dillon Gabriel had more reps than Kenny Pickett, more reps than all the quarterbacks on that roster. But he's adjusting. Fair? That's how development works. I'm not mad at that. What they said for Dillon Gabriel was ultimately fair. Because if you know football, a young guy does need all those things. So why not give the same to Shedeur Sanders? But suddenly Shedeur is thrown into an NFL game with 0 first-team reps, 0 preparations, and instead of being given the same grace, the same patience, he gets mocked. He gets ridiculed. That's what happens. It's not football analyst. It's selective outrage based on the complexion of protection. Rest in peace to Paul Mooney. It is. He still gave the team a chance. Did you guys see towards the end of the game how Shedeur was still a field general in there, not putting his head down for you naysayers and you racists? He didn't put his head down. He actually had proper passes once he got acclimated and adjusted. No help to his weak coaching staff. He threw a game-changing pass and the receiver dropped it. It was good defending, but it was an accurate pass. And guess what? A proper downfield pass that we've been dying to see from Dillon Gabriel. He still gave his team a chance. And here's the part that none of you hatred people are not going to mention, because it ruins your storyline, your trolling storyline with your fake accounts. This ruins it. Even without preparation, Shedeur still put Cleveland in a position to tie the game. He threw a pass that hit the receiver in his hands in the end zone. None of the haters and racists are going to bring that up, that the receiver actually dropped the ball. If the catch was made, the conversation looks very different today. But knowing you people, you'll still move the goalpost, so I don't think it would even matter. But the accountability never seems to land on the receivers, the scheme, or the guy that's named Kevin Stefanski and his weak coaching decisions. It's easier for people to use Shedeur Sanders as the scapegoat. It's easier for people to blame the quarterback they already didn't like. You know, Shedeur Sanders, the people you've been mocking for the last 4 years. You've been attacking this guy religiously for 4 years, and all of a sudden, I told you so. You can't make it up. You can't win with these degenerates. Listen to me, guys. This is why they really follow Shedeur Sanders. We're going to break it down and end the video properly here. Listen, now here's the real question that they're afraid of. If Baltimore isn't their team, let me say it properly, if Baltimore Ravens isn't their team, if the Cleveland Browns isn't these racist teams, if they don't even watch the Browns or follow the AFC North, why are they glued to everything Shedeur does? Why? Because for some people, Shedeur isn't just a quarterback. He's a symbol. He's either the guy you like or the guy you're racist against and you choose to hate him. And that's factual. You haters proved it. Because this is the symbol of greatness they see from a melanated quarterback like that, and it's their kryptonite. Anything black that's that's strong and confident has always been a Mayo say so kryptonite, because it disproved everything their grandfathers and dads and mothers told them about us. We're nothing. We're the weak part of society. What Charlie Kirk told them, we're the 13% that causes the most problems. It destroys that false sense of false reality they live through every day. It's obscurity. They have to wake up and understand this knee grump is by far better than me, better than my father, than my great-great-grandfather. It's legacy to these people. You can't get around that. It's legacy to these people, because for some of them, Shedeur is bigger than a symbol. A confident, composed young black athlete with pride, like just pride in who he is, pride in his family, i.e. Dillon Sanders, his brother Shiloh, his big brother Bucky, or just the men and women who look like him, us, his supporter. Did you see how he smiled when referencing the great supporters he loved? Let's go into that a little bit. Look what he stated.
Yeah, I'm extremely thankful. Well, first, let me say this.
He's extremely thankful for the group of people who have been around him and who have cherished him and brought him up. This is something bigger than football and deeper than football that I keep reiterating to make you guys understand. You're thinking the game of actual football. Where's my ESPN broken football? You're thinking this right here. But if you know, we think this and you guys think that. It is what it is. He's prideful, and pride in his community that he has and exude. And for a certain segment of America, that confidence triggers old insecurities. Instead of addressing their own frustration, they latch onto athletes who look like Shedeur and project their issues onto them. This is what it is. It's easier to pick apart a 22-year-old quarterback than admit the real source of your own resentment, which is race. It's always going to be race. I'm not your favorite YouTuber because your favorite YouTuber would step and fetch. We don't do that anymore. This isn't Chicken George, and this isn't the plantation, although it is the NFL cartel plantation. They fear they don't talk about it. That's the fear they don't talk about. The fear that they don't talk about it. That's the story within it in itself. There's a long history of people being uncomfortable with black athletes, especially the ones who carry themselves with confidence, leadership, and unity. When someone like Shedeur walks into a room or a stadium with self-belief, some people interpret that as a threat instead of a normal confidence. You know, the group of people who call us criminals, we don't have fathers, but then when we do show we have fathers in our life, we were raised better than them. They continue to move the goalposts. Now it's EBT, criminal, just all the fusses, ruckus fuckers. Then they tell you we don't love each other. We have too much black on black crime. So when Shedeur walks in and he brings unity, he has all the collective of us getting together and acting well. That bothers them. So they have to go on the attack, even though they don't follow any of Shedeur Sanders' opponents and they don't follow any Cleveland, but they have to be against anything that's for us and by us. You have to understand this, guys. It's always been that way. It's going to be that way. So when Shedeur succeeds, they minimize it. When he struggles, they magnify it. No different than Dillon Sanders himself. When Dillon has a following of the prime effect, you either love him or hate him. And we know the group of people who hate us. Let's just be real. If we took a test, every single one of you guys, no matter ethnicity, you'll tell me who are the group of people who hate Shedeur Sanders. And you know Jason Whitlock is going to have a field day, and I'm going to be here to expose them. I'm going to bring up every talking point he used to defend Dillon Gabriel, and I'm going to show you how he flips it to attack Shedeur Sanders like most of the races. This isn't about football, guys. This isn't about comfort zones being challenged. And Shedeur represents a generation that isn't here to shrink itself to make others feel superior. Nah, those days are over with. You might get smacked up if you come in our face outside of those fake accounts you failures have. This is why the keyboards and the comment sections was built for the racist Mayo people. They understood, they feel this energy, they want to unleash it on us, but they're too afraid of us. So what's the best face to do it? With these fake accounts in the comment sections. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in Apple Valley, where they create all these AI technologies and they have all these social media platforms and applications, they built the comment sections for the Mayo community to say and disperse all this hatred on us. You better believe them. Because somebody's going to dismiss, bro, you still pay attention to the comment section? Yes. I got that stupid award from YouTube because of the comment section. The comment sections are the people that I got what I got from, meaning I love my supporters and I love my haters because my haters tell me who the hell they are. You can call it a joke, you can call it everything, but it's who you are. So no, the hate Shedeur is getting isn't rooted in football. The people attacking him don't study tape. They don't watch football. They don't follow the Browns or the Ravens. They don't know the situation. They don't understand football. They understand race. They understand they just needed somewhere to aim their hatred and frustration at. And Shedeur Sanders happened to be the target because he's the hype lit one right now. But the story isn't finished, and it's only getting started, especially with DJ BlessOne being here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ BlessOne, the absolutely blessed one, and I'm here to say I love y'all. I'm not afraid of them hating us. I love it. I welcome it, and I wish all of the rest of them would stop hiding behind their fake accounts and be open to who they truly are.
I've been broke so many times.